Wish I lived in a world where Snoop Dogg ran Twitter. Bless my exes, but they still so bitter. Bad drugs used to give me jitters. Ran away from the demons and critters. Formal declaration of my resurrection. Thank God for the pain, cause I learned my lesson. I learned that patience was a part of presence. Nothing ever doesn't matter until we count the blessings. I feel alive because my end was almost at its nearest. I thank my father in my heart, you know I hold him dearest. I walked away from suicide without a further vision. God gave me talent destined for a mission. I thank my mama cause she raised me Christian. I learned my soul with me more than my body. And when I'm calm, the greatest storms will never break or stop me. I rap for passion, this is not just rapping for a hobby. Not looking for a label or a contract signing. Independent cause I know the value of a shilling. Grateful cause I paid before receiving billings. I'm proud of Kenya cause my culture made me love my spirit. My DNA is special, most say that I'm very gifted. I'm elevated so you know my soul is always lifted. I'll be in but my nature very heartless. Domination is my target so I'll win regardless. You can't tell me nothing if you didn't work the hardest. Warrior body bearing all the scarring. Name my rapper that be repping for Nairobi daily. This a city full of passion, thank the Lord he saved me. Destined for the greatness, lion spirit since a baby. Tell him this a form of cataclysm. Change your vision like it's to a prison. I rap to show you intellect. It's unwise to disrespect. Bad decisions bear regret. Cried from learning all of that. Now I choose to interact. Grateful that my soul intact. Now you know I'm really back. Place my fingers on the keys. Zebus key, a masterpiece. It's gold if a Z made it. Haha. We've been making history, most say it's a mystery. Greatest what I'm meant to be. Miss my homie, rest in peace. Thank God that believes in me. Babe says never lose a dream. Felt the fire, feel the steam. Now I feel the heat again. How close if you ain't a friend? Yes, I do not play pretend. Grateful for my enemies, help me shape my destiny. Now I found the missing piece. Somehow I found my peace. I am here to change the game. ITD my formal name. Hey. Tafadhali sema hii ni noma. Infections first, so now you know uko na homa. You laugh at jokes, but you don't see the wisdom. My friends been real, so I'm always with them. They told me about my talent, we all had a vision. Send these rappers, but my flow will swiftly end them. Now you know the name, that I'm not pretending.
Yes, so what's up, wonderful people? Welcome to the Express Show Live. We do hope that everyone is doing wonderful and you're all happy to be with us on this particular broadcast. We get to connect and talk about music and talk about the journey that some of our creatives are making in the industry, and get to shed spotlight on some of these particular moves, and I also get to share with you some wonderful dope songs. My name is Specs, as always, and today we are looking forward to having a wonderful segment on these Express Show Live. And I just played out a song which is known as No Problems, produced by A to Z, and it's by the one and only Izzy the Don, who happens to be your guest for today. Hi, Izzy, how are you doing? Is it easy
What's
or
up,
Izzy?
guys?
Easy?
How are you?
Easy?
Izzy.
We're good, we're good. Easy.
Yeah, Izzy.
Oh, easy. I'm getting it wrong. Sorry about that. It's Easy
No
the
worries,
Don.
man.
Easy,
No worries. No
Easy the
worries. Yeah.
Don. Welcome to the show, Manzi. How are you
Thank you
doing?
for having me. Thank you for having me, man.
We are happy to have
Yeah.
you on the show. We were to set up these a little bit sometimes back, but then again things didn't quite work out. But today
Man.
we are here, and we are hoping that we are able to connect and just talk about
Yeah.
music. And for those who do not know about Easy the Don, could you maybe perhaps give us a bit of maybe perhaps introduce yourself or describe yourself? Maybe kidogo intro.
Sasa.
Yeah,
So for those who do not know me, my name is Izzy the Don.
yeah,
Nairobi born and raised. Very passionate about music, mostly rap. I am a rapper. I love music, man. I'm out here to do my thing, get my music out there, work hard, put in my impact on the game in my way, you know? Yeah.
yeah. That's what it is. And you're saying that you're a rapper. When did you discover maybe perhaps your passion for music? When did you really discover that you could do this music thing?
Ah, that's crazy actually. That's a really good question.
Yeah,
I've always been very musical. I
yeah,
started with singing and piano, but I'd always listen to raps and I'd be like, "Yeah, this is fire," but I didn't really think I could do it.
yeah,
Then with time, I used to go to the studios with my friends. I'd watch them rap. I'd be like, "Ah, Bas, me, I have to try this too." And I
yeah,
ended up recording my first song ever. It
yeah.
was called, what was it called? Oh my goodness, I can't even remember what it was called.
Umesahau
But
kidogo. Yeah,
I don't know, it just clicked for me. I was like, yeah, this is something I want to do, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. When you're growing up, what some of those particular artists that you looked up to for inspiration, and maybe perhaps you thought that one day you would like to be like so and so. What are some of those particular artists?
Definitely, especially like looking at other female rappers.
Yeah,
I would say I always really liked Remy Ma. Like
yeah,
her flow is so unique. And
yeah,
like whenever she pops on an instrumental, like you never really know what to expect. But
yeah,
like there's definitely a lot of rappers and influences I have. Like I listen to the old school stuff, I listen to the new school stuff. So I
yeah,
wouldn't want to put like one name only, but I
yeah.
can say that I'm like blessed to have had several inspirations and like a long list of greats to look up to.
Okay, that's dope. I was actually going through social media. I happened to see that Remy Ma has a new song with Fat Joe, and I think it's jamming. You can check it out as well, and maybe perhaps you might love that particular one also. So and of course, when you come in, when you're growing up and you're looking at the industry, did you grow around people that were listening to hip hop, or was it from influence in school, maybe from our classmates? Were some of these people that, where did you pick up this influence of hip hop, the passion for the love for hip hop from?
That is a great question.
Yeah,
Um, that's actually strange for me to answer though, because I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
say there was like a particular moment or instance when I was like, rap, hip hop,
yeah,
okay. Like I've always been the kind of person who would listen to everything. Like
yeah,
I was that kid, you know, I was that kid who would be bumping even metal on their speakers. I'd be listening
yeah,
to techno, EDM, and hip hop
yeah,
just happened to be the thing I fell in love with the most.
yeah,
But I definitely feel like the influence came maybe from around my cousins when I was younger, because they'd
yeah,
always be bumping hip hop, and I was like, "What are you guys listening to? Who is this? Who's that?" And also
mm,
definitely school, because you know,
mm,
like when you're in school, you can't miss to hear about the latest track that everybody wants to hear, and
yeah.
it's more likely they're not gonna be a rap song, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually do get it, because when you, for example, myself, when I went to high school, I was also around people who really, really loved hip hop, and there was a bit of an influence. Sometimes on Asamanga and peer pressure, but nonetheless, if peer pressure, you might also like something if it's introduced to you, and that was a hip hop as well. Of course, another different genres of music, but hip hop also still did stick with me, and that was quite a vibe. So when it comes to like the people that you've worked with, I think you didn't remember the first jam that you chucked, but who are some of the people that you've worked with in terms of production? And tell us a little bit about your latest project, or your most recent project.
Oh, sure. I've had the pleasure to work with quite a few different people over the years.
Yeah,
Um, Even it was as simple as some of the guys I was with in high school were producers,
yeah,
and then it's been like in a bigger frame getting to do the collaboration with Timbaya for Still Blazing. That was
mm,
because of an introduction I was given by my producer at the moment, that's ATZ. Shout out to
yeah,
Azim Baker.
yeah,
Um, yeah, no, I would say it's been a wide spectrum of like experiences with different artists,
yeah,
different backgrounds, different
yeah.
styles, different approaches. But like, yeah, that's really
Yeah.
what there is to it. Yeah.
That's quite good, because when you work with different people, it also helps you solidify your kind of needs, or solidify your sound when you're getting into the industry, and just getting to put out your very first projects. So there's a jam that you have played at the start of this particular broadcast, which is known as No Problems. How did that particular song come about, and why did you pick on this particular title for the song?
Oh wow. Um, okay. I wrote No Problems during a very complicated part of my life.
Yeah,
It was a time of reflection,
yeah,
and I had come to realize like I'd conquered a lot.
mm,
Because there was a point in my life where things just weren't adding up the way they were meant to. I
yeah,
was very lost. I had no direction. I just I had allowed myself. I let myself go. You get me?
yeah,
And
yeah, I
when I
do.
look back at it and like some of the experience I've had, and some of the things I've conquered, I say now I have no problems. Like there's,
yeah,
it's just forward now. You know,
yeah,
there's no more looking back at the past. There's no more trying to find a way to fix something that's already been done. I have no
yeah.
problems with the past. I only have to
Mm.
deal with the future now.
All
Yeah.
right, that's quite a wonderful, wonderful message because when you listen to that particular song, I would say the lyricism is on point. You know, the way you put together the lyrics, it's actually very much on point. The flow is on point,
Thank
and
you.
also when it comes to the way you articulate the ideas or you articulate the feelings, the way you express yourself on that particular song, it's quite a wonderful. It's known as No Problems. And I do guess that the music is available on digital streaming platforms. Where can people find the jam?
You can find my music on Spotify. You can find it on
Yeah.
Apple Music. You can find it on
Yeah.
YouTube. I'm just about
Yeah.
everywhere.
All right. And there's also something that you mentioned a little bit earlier, working with Viru Simbaya. And
Yeah.
he is known, he's known in the hip hop circles in Kenya and even beyond. And maybe perhaps how was the experience working with Viru Simbaya for you? And you, like you said, there was a connect. The connection was from your producer, your current producer,
Yeah.
and he connected you to Viru Simbaya. So how was the experience of making music or collaborating with Viru Simbaya?
Well, it was actually quite a. I don't know how to explain. I didn't
Yeah,
get to like meet him, but
yeah,
the song was organized, and we're working on a video. We have spoken before. We're working on a video. That's something that we're looking towards. But my experience
yeah.
so far has been amazing. I mean, bar for bar, he is inspirational. Like he makes you think
Mm.
with his flow. His flow isn't like common. You don't find somebody like Virusi every single day. He's
Yeah.
truly something. I would never try to match. I wasn't trying to like go bar for bar over there. I know I'm humble, you know? But yeah, man, Virusi, shout out to Virusi. That song, proper hit.
Viru Simba is one of the most talented, and now we also do have the likes of what do you call this guy? Kitosiwa, who is also who does a whole lot of wonderful things, especially when it
Yeah,
comes to lyricism and how he puts together his lyrics. These
yeah,
are quite wonderful people. And when it comes to collaborations, future collaborations, who are some of the artists that you would love to see, or you would love to work with in future? Because you've said Virusimba, you really never quite met in person, but you did record the music. But let me ask,
yeah.
when it comes to like people that you admire in the game, maybe perhaps locally, let's just start locally or even outside, it might be even in Tanzania or whatever.
Sure.
Who are some of these people that you feel their body of work is really amazing and you would see yourself maybe perhaps working with such individuals? Who are some of them? Maybe mention two or three.
Okay. I know he's not. I'm a hip hop artist per se, but for some
Yeah,
reason, I really
yeah,
want to work with Nameless one day. Like Nameless is one of those
yeah,
people. His work is timeless. Like you'll never hear
yeah,
a bad song by Nameless. If you hear a Nameless song, you wanna vibe
mm,
to it. I would definitely wanna have that kind of an honor and opportunity to maybe collaborate with him. Maybe I'll get to singing again
yeah,
one day. Who knows? um, I'd also like to work with. There's definitely some producers out here who are really killing it, like Vic West.
yeah,
I've known him for a while, and it would be really
yeah,
cool to like work with him one day. And last
yeah,
but not least, I definitely want to work with Femi One, man. Like
mm,
her
yeah.
flow, her flow is unmatched. And I would also definitely want
Oh,
to work with Saro. Yeah,
who's Saru?
Saro.
Come again. Saru. I didn't actually get that particular last bit.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. I think I get you well. It's Saru. So maybe perhaps who knows? It might actually come to be, and we are here for the music and just to see how that would actually pan out. Nameless is actually a goat, greatest of all times. He has, one of the few people that worked very closely even with one of the biggest lenses when it comes to rap, and that was Issa. And Nameless did work with Issa.
yeah.
They did make wonderful, wonderful projects. For those who do not remember
Definitely.
Issa's music, you just need to go in, dig in a bit, and find from about
YouTube is your
2002.
friend. YouTube is your
YouTube,
friend.
make YouTube your friend from about 2002 or there about 2002. That is when I think they were actually 2002, 2003. I really can't remember, but they were
You know
actually
that
on top.
time when music really used to be music, man. Like I love the music of
We did
today.
have
Don't get
Ogopa
me
and Caliph.
wrong. Pardon?
Yeah,
Pardon?
yeah, we had Caliph and Ogopa. We had Ogopa DJs and Caliph. Caliph
Man,
Records and Ogopa. Yeah, those
growing
were the
up
two
on
big
that,
studios.
like really, that's how you know you've grown up a proper one. Like that's how I don't even know how to put it into words, but like that's definitely a way to get into the industry, like with that mentality of seeing guys who are in that vibe and in that zone. Because there's things we'd hear on the way home, am I in the matatu, and you're just there like, yeah, I want to do this one day.
Yeah, those are, and also back then that is also when Genge was also doing big the likes of Anonini and the likes of Anonini and Zua Kali, who are actually doing
Yeah,
also very very well in that around that particular time.
yeah,
And of course, when it comes to music, I understand that you are also an instrumentalist. You can play, I believe, the guitar and wow. Can you play
yeah.
an instrument?
Yes, I do. I play guitar, piano. I
Mm,
dabble in the
mm.
drums a bit, and I play bass. But my truest love when it comes to instruments is definitely the guitar.
Okay, because there was a time I was speaking to a producer, and he was telling a friend of mine who is an artist. He asked the artist friend of mine, "Can you play any instruments?" And the artist went like, "No, I can't." So the producer was really telling him to at least make a point of learning to play an instrument, whether be it even if it's just percussions. Just know how to shake the
Yeah,
shakers. The shakers,
yeah,
and whatever instrument that you might pick, it
yeah,
will help you as an artist grow your craft, because these days things have
yeah,
become so digital and everything is computerized. And so someone just goes to studio, they are an artist, they can't play an instrument, they just use the computers and everything. But I
yeah,
believe there is also the importance of really going back and just learning the craft, which is through learning some instruments at the end of the day. So are you signed to
yeah.
any label, or are you an independent artist? That is what I would
I am
love to
currently
ask.
an independent artist.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like this is a journey I want to start in that particular manner, not really like rushing into anything
uh,
in terms of signing a contract or anything like that.
yeah.
But this is a journey I want to take in a more organic way. I don't want it to ever become about money or fame. Like I'm
Yeah.
making music
Yeah.
for the love of music, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. So, what is your opinion of the current state of the music industry in Kenya? What is your opinion of how things are currently entertainment music in the music industry? What is your current view of the music in the entertainment industry? Is it doing well? Has it collapsed? Is it how do you view it?
I think the music industry in Kenya is complicated because
Yeah,
it's very easy to blow up.
yeah,
Or let me not even say like the music industry in Kenya. Let me just say the
mm,
music industry in general.
mm,
Um, we're living in an age of social media, and with social media, that one spark, that one moment, if it goes viral, you're known, you're
yeah,
recognizable. But like now having the challenge that comes with that is that like some people get that opportunity for virality way too
yeah,
early, and they
yeah,
haven't built a proper fan base to back them up through the long run. So like
yeah,
it can be very let's just say it's treacherous water to try and maneuver. And then
yeah,
there's the reverse, the exact opposite. The people who've been working and working for years and years and they've still not gotten their big break, regardless of how many videos they've posted, regardless of how
yeah,
many times they've done a challenge, you know. So like
yeah.
I would say social media is really it's really trying to social media has its effect on the industry. But that's something you can't ignore. Like back in the day it
I
was
agree. I agree with you 100% because I have seen some cases where people just got to that spark on social media, and then it actually dissipated very fast. Because, for example, I don't know if I should use example, but
then ooh,
there was this group from. Can you hear me? Not sure
yeah,
where
I
is
can hear
Susie.
you.
I'm saying there's this particular group that was headed by this rapper. I don't know whether to call her a rapper. That was Ngesh. And Ngesh came up in the industry. She blew up very fast. She had a popular tagline, I think, for Kashkropia Nyandarua ni Waru. And then there was a wave about, and then I don't know what happened to the group. Right now
Yeah,
I have not heard any music from them.
yeah,
But sometimes there are some
mm,
advantages. You can blow up in a day, and you can also that flame can also dissipate very fast. It can just disappear, and everyone forgets. Especially right now in this days, sometimes people want to move on to the next new thing. They're done with you, they want to move on to the next new thing. But nonetheless, let me
yeah,
ask you something as we proceed. What is your opinion about sampling? For example, you have seen in the industry, we do have the music genre urban tone, and people have been taking up beats from everywhere. Others have just sampled some intro of another jam and then mix up with the. What is your opinion about
yeah.
sampling? Especially when it comes to, for example, the urban tone music and other genres of music. What is your opinion as an artist when it comes to the use of the art of sampling?
Okay, sampling. I have quite the perspective, I'd say, because like
Yeah,
I'm not really a producer, but I do know a thing or two. So I would say
yeah,
like sampling, it depends on
mm,
how it's done. Like
yeah,
there's originality that can be brought into it. You can
mm,
sometimes take a sample and turn it into something that like doesn't sound even remotely close to what it was before, right? Or
mm,
I really don't know what to say, man. Like I don't think sampling is wrong. I just
mm,
think do it like the right way. Don't just like completely steal something and then leave it like completely the same as it was and say, "Oh no, this is mine." Like there's a whole new way to do it. Like there's just be original, I guess. Um like just because something came from one place doesn't mean it has to sound like it's going to the same destination, you know? I love
yeah,
samples, don't get me wrong. I myself have used samples before. There's even a sample in
yeah,
Still Blazing from an Ariana Grande song. Like sampling is
yeah,
fire. I feel like it's like taking an ingredient and adding it to a
yeah,
new recipe. Like that's always gonna fly with me. Like just embracing other artists and their impact and influence and their flavor through sampling,
yeah.
like that's fine. But like don't like did you steal the whole flow of the song and whatnot in the process, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you
Yeah.
100% on that because we are hearing that sometimes sampling might kill originality, and it might also
Yeah.
kill how authentic a song really is. That is just what would happen with the music if we go that particular way of just sampling whatever thing we come across. So let me ask you, you've been in the music industry for quite a while now. How has the reception of your music been among maybe friends,
Um
colleagues, and people like that? How has the reception been?
okay, I've been in the industry for a while, but like being an active artist and really taking this seriously, it's not been that long. But like over
Mm,
the years, what I have heard from friends and family and from other people in the industry who have heard my music is that like there's potential. In my
you're
opinion,
breaking
there's
up. I
always
think you're breaking up. I really can't hear you.
oh sorry. Can you hear me now?
No, you're good now. Carry on. Yeah, carry on.
Um
Go on.
for me I think the general response to my music across the board has been pretty good. Like I've never been told, "Oh my God, you
Mm,
should quit. You're not good at this," you know. But I
mm,
believe nobody is ever going to be perfect. But if you strive
yeah,
for perfection, you might just get there. You might get close enough, you know.
mm,
Like for me, I've
yeah,
realized like you can master one thing, but to truly
yeah,
master something, like the love for it has to be there. And if other people
yeah,
love what you do the way you love it, then maybe you're getting something right,
yeah,
you know. Because like I
yeah.
love music. I'm not making it for the
I agree
world.
with you.
Yeah, I'm not making my music for the world. I'm making it for me. And if it just so happens to make somebody else happy, then maybe I'm doing something right, you know? Yeah.
I agree with you 100% because when you dig it deeper into your passion and you also commit your time to the craft, then eventually you should come up on top. So the reception is also building a fan base. I believe it's a process. You don't just wake up and everyone is jamming to your songs and they are
Yeah.
vibing to it. I think you build, you tell your friend, they tell a friend, then it goes organically fast. and then maybe perhaps through social media it can also now get a big traction from people
Yeah.
who are just following to see where you're going with the craft or where you're going with the music, which is it. I do believe it takes time. I do believe it takes time, and that is actually the way it goes for many people. So there has been the issue in the hip hop music industry as we're getting closer to winding up. Let me just ask you a
Mhm.
question, which is not mostly, which is not basically based on you, but the hip hop, the hip hop music industry. There is what we do have as the element of beef. You know, sometimes this artist beefing with that other particular artist.
Yeah.
And recently we did have the beef with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. What was
Yeah.
your take on the beef? And do you believe that is it does it is it of benefit to the craft or is it of a disservice to the craft? What is your opinion on beef in the industry?
I think beef in the industry, it really depends on the kind of beef we're discussing. Because, like, in some
Mm,
instances, there's like rap beef that has gotten so violent that like people have died in the past. You get me? Or rap beef
yeah,
that's gotten violent to a point where like people don't feel safe to walk out at night and whatnot. But like
yeah,
when you look at a beef like this one for Kendrick and Drake, this is a good
mm,
beef. Because it's people
yeah,
trying to raise the standard of what's accepted in the game, like we can't just be like I love what Kendrick did, calling him out and like
mm,
breaking it down for every single little thing he didn't like and trying to be like, yo, straight up, this is what we don't like about you.
yeah,
Like he does go on an actual rant talking about I hate the way you walk, I hate the way you talk, I hate the way you dress, and I'm just there like that is rap beef because you're dissecting something and like you just that's a dissection, that's a complete dissection of his character and the way he is and just like who he is and like that's personal. But like rap beef, it should stick to, it should stay on the mic, you get me? But like that's good for the culture, raising
yeah,
the standard of what's accepted in the culture, saying we're tired of hearing the same old thing. Because even me, like I never want to become guilty of giving the same old thing over and over again in my bars. But yeah, rap beef is good. Like
yeah,
I'm not welcoming it or anything. I'm just saying like it can be
yeah.
good for increasing the standard of competition in the game.
All right, I agree with you because competition is healthy and that is the way it's supposed to be. So when it comes to like your prospects in the industry, what are your plans in the short term, music wise?
Working on an album at the
What can people
moment.
expect? Okay.
Working on an album. No more details about that. That's something I think I'm just gonna have to share to
Uh,
you guys. But
you don't want to jinx the process.
I don't want to jinx anything. But yeah,
All right, but then
I think
again,
big things are
mm,
about to happen. Big things are on the way.
yeah. That is what we love to hear and what the fans also want to hear because at the end of the day sometimes people take a break for way too long. You know, you drop a jam and then you take some other 6 months and people have forgotten the other
Yeah,
one already and then you take another 8 months and
yeah,
there's no consistency with that. But
yeah,
then again we understand sometimes things come in between. But maybe perhaps
yeah.
what would be your
Um,
as we wrapping it up, what would be your message to you, the people that have been following closely your music, people that have been supporting, and people that have not got on the wave yet? What would be your message to these particular people as you wind up?
uh, Thank you first of all. Anybody who has ever heard
Mm,
of me, ever listened to my music, ever taken the time to say, "Hey, yo, go check out this shorty. She's actually fire." Thank you because that means a lot to me. My music is truly the biggest reflection of who I am and who I want to be. And for those who are not yet on the wave, hop on the wave. It's about to be a
yeah.
big one.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So where can people find your music? And also, if someone wanted to invite
Yeah,
you,
Spotify,
if someone
Apple
wanted to
Music,
contact you,
YouTube.
yeah,
Izzy the Dawn on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. You can even tag my
yeah,
songs on your Instagram reels and so on and so forth. TikTok,
yeah.
Snapchat, I'm there.
All right, that's our WhatsApp. And people who want to get a hold of you, maybe perhaps for bookings, is it via social media? Maybe for bookings,
Via
for
social
collaborations, or
media,
maybe for yeah,
yeah, via social media, Instagram, Izzy underscore the Dawn, TikTok, Izzy underscore the Dawn. And as always,
yeah.
much love to everybody, and I appreciate the love and support I receive regardless of any situations.
That's what's up. Thank you so much. We are glad to have had you on this particular segment. I know when you drop new songs, we would also love to have you again and just break down some of those particular songs, even get into the lyrics, maybe perhaps, and things like that. So for now, we want to wish you all the success as you work on your album, and we shall be looking forward to that. Also for events, maybe perhaps when they do come up, we would love to repost some of those events and attend
Definitely,
some of those
definitely.
events and see you on the mic, and that would be actually a great look. Thank you so much. We wish you
Cheers.
like I did say the best. Till next time, much peace and love. Go ahead. Let me play the guys this particular jam again, and then we shall wind it up from there. We shall cut. We shall wind it right there. Let me share this jam once more.
Cheers, man. Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes, you're welcome.
Man, this has been great. I've never done an interview before, so thank you very much.
For